Hello everyone, my name's Kim, welcome back to your regularly scheduled nonsense. Today we're jumping back into Dying Light 2, Stay Broken. Dying Light 2, Stay Human. We're gonna go and, I believe this was the question mark we were going to. I think this is the next, anomaly. I think that's what we were planning on doing, was another anomaly. I believe that this is the next anomaly to fight, if I remember correctly from the map I looked at. Can I, like... Excuse me, game? There we go. That took me far longer than it should have. Why are you taking so long to die? Oh, because it's a level 5. That's why it's taking so fucking long to die. Okay. That makes sense. So I did make my decision for what I'm going to do with this game, by the way. I realized something recently. I enjoy this game's side stuff probably more than I'm enjoying the actual story of this game. So I'm going to probably not do everything 100% everything, but I'm going to do a big majority of the side content for this game before we finish the story. For one simple reason, because it's the more enjoyable part of the game to me. And I will say this, Dying Light 1 didn't have a perfect story. If somebody tells you that Dying Light 1 is the best story ever and it's perfect, it's not. I'll say this. Even my buddy who helped me get the platinum for Dying Light 1 can say that it's nowhere near a perfect story. It's a very good story. However, it falls flat once you get to Old Town, so part of the story does kind of end up breaking a little bit. And it's not very good once you get to that point in the game, once you're into, like, the second half of the game, basically. But this game so far has really not hit for me very well. The DLC sucks. Sucked, whatever. I haven't played any of the other ones because none of the other ones have come out yet. Is that just not... Okay, I just can't get that, I guess. Whatever. Cool. Cool then, game. Don't let me grab whatever that is. It looks like it's fancy and could be worth money, but okay. The DLC for this wasn't that great. Granted, Dying Light 1 didn't have great DLCs either. Except for the following. The following was like the GOAT DLC from that game. But even then, that also had its issues where its story, again, this is much to Dying Light, how Dying Light goes. Story kind of fell flat in that as well, unfortunately. Oh, there's another guy with a spear. Sweet. Where the fuck did I kill that anomaly at? I lost the anomaly's body. There we go. I want my spear still. Okay, game. Go kill another fucking zombie with it. There we go. I still haven't gotten that trophy. Are you kidding me? Doesn't help that last episode I missed like 5 spear throws. But this game's story has really not been it for me. Like, it's just it's been very, very falling flat for me. So while I could rush through the story, I'm then skipping out on the part of the game I'm actually enjoying is kind of the big thing. So I decided instead of just rushing to finish the story and not doing side stuff, I'd rather take my time to do the story and do more side stuff and try to get more of this done in a single go. I feel like that's just a little bit more fun for me, because then I get to do the more enjoyable part of this game. Now granted, don't get me wrong, Dying Light 1 story may not have been perfect, but it was still more enjoyable than this one. This story just... I don't know what it is. I think the biggest issue, and I don't want to like say it's it's their fault, because I don't think it 100% is, but if you guys know anything about the way that this game was, fuck. If you guys know anything about the way this game was developed, midway through they changed who was writing it, and that really drastically screwed the story up, because everything they had already planned for the story was then completely changed, basically. And that kind of destroyed the story a little bit. more or less, because rather than having a decided story, rather than having it basically completely thought out, they then had to completely change everything that they had already done with it, and it kind of just drastically screwed the game up. And that, again, that wasn't really their fault. Obviously, things happened out of their control, and they had to change writers and stuff like that. But it's still not an excuse for them not putting in 100% with this game, which is, unfortunately, as much as I want to say I give them the, you know, I do give them a little bit of a break for the fact that they did have their writer, you know, their head writer change and everything like that, and a bunch of things change while the game was being produced. It's still not an excuse to put out a product that isn't 100%. And no matter what, this game was not 100% when it released. And it's still not. It's still broken, still has a million graphical and audio glitches that should not be happening at this point in time. Like, I don't get how there's still so many of these issues that this game is having when they really shouldn't be. They're issues that shouldn't exist at this point, but still do for some reason. And it's really difficult to, you know, it's difficult to see a game that I was really excited for end up failing so miserably, to a degree, but I feel like it's also, kind of a way gaming has been a lot recently, where you see these games being released half finished and them still expecting you to kind of pay for it and everything like this when it's not completed, and, you know, those sorts of things. You fuck off, buddy. You can fuck right off there, pal. I feel like I'm not gonna make this because I don't have enough stamina. Nope. Stamina 8. How the fuck do I have 360 stamina and it's still not enough to do this? I feel like that's a little ridiculous. That's another big thing I noticed about this game is, you know, why am I even going for this right now? I'm clearly not gonna fucking make it. The game really didn't, I don't know, the game really significantly changed how a lot of the mechanics from the first game work. Like, you can see it with, especially with your stamina. I mean, it drained in the first one if you were doing a lot of parkour in a row, but this one, it drains so crazy fast for no reason when you're doing parkour things, and it's like, okay, that'd be fine if this wasn't, you know, half of the fucking gameplay that is now drastically being changed and made more difficult for no real reason. And that's the worst part too, is there's not really any reason as to why it drains so fast. It just does. You know, like, they didn't really give a valid reason as to why, even when your stamina is being up, you know, being put up so much. Because like I said, mine's at 360. It's not like I have a low amount of stamina. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense as to why your stamina a lot of the time seems to drop drastically fast for no reason. Especially when you're doing very standard sort of, you know, very standard sort of parkour that you could do in the first game with no issue. of stamina running out and things like that. It feels like they changed something that didn't need to be changed. They fixed something that wasn't broken, essentially. And I think a lot of what you can say about this game fits into that sort of description of they fixed what wasn't broken. There were many things in the first game that worked perfectly fine that for some reason this game decided, yeah, no, we have to change that because it's not perfect, it's not where we want it to be, and then they fucked it up even more. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense a lot of the time as to why they did what they did. God, 20-6. And even that, there's trophies for this game that require you to go into a second playthrough to get. And before anyone says, oh, bullshit, to get the full level ups for both health and stamina, you have to go into a second playthrough. There's not enough inhibitors in the base game. As far as I know, from what the trophy list itself has said, there's not enough in the base game to actually get all the way up, all 26 for both your stamina and your health to go all the way up completely in the base game. You have to go into the New Game Plus to actually get the rest of it. Which, I don't even remember New Game Plus being in this game when it first launched, is the worst part. So, you know, that's fun. Also, the chase thing is such a dumb mechanic. I don't like the chase mechanic. I don't think it was a good addition to the game. Like, there was already kind of a chase mechanic in the first game. Why change how that worked, which worked perfectly fine, by the way, and have it be what it is now? It just feels odd that the way they changed it up for no real reason, I feel like. Like, oh, hey, we have a perfectly fine working chase system. Let's change it and make it arguably worse. I could go on and on about how this game failed to live up to expectations, but I won't. I do that enough already. But for what it is, you know, it is a zombie. This is a basic zombie game. For what it is, it works fine. You know, for this being a run-of-the-mill zombie game that you can do parkour in, it works. Marginally. It doesn't work perfectly, but it does work at, you know, certain times of the day. But for the most part, a lot of this game and a lot of the mechanics and the things they changed about this game, from the first game to this game, just don't work. And that's unfortunate. It really is, because as somebody who absolutely loves the first game, it is one of my favorite games I've ever played. It is one of my first PS4 games, actually. I got that for Christmas, well, a Black Friday gift from my uncle, around the time of me getting my PS4. So I got it pretty early on in the game's life cycle. And then, obviously, I went back and played through it again to get the Platinum, because it was that much fun for me, you know? I have 100% on that game for a reason. But this game is so different compared to that. Like, don't get me wrong, there were trophies and things in Dying Light 1 that just sucked so fucking much. Like, were so janky and stupid and annoying and frustrating. But at least to me, they weren't as bad as the stuff in this game. I will say this. In my opinion, the biggest letdown that this game has is the anomalies. They are so easy to beat if you know what you're doing. And when you've played the game long enough, you definitely know what you're doing and have no issue beating them. At all. Man, I'm about to get level ups for days. Couple more inhibitors, let's go. We don't have a whole lot of them left at this point. Shut the fuck up. Wait, what? I just completed a bounty? What the what? Defeat a howler with a spear. I had no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea that that was one of my fucking challenges. Unfortunately, the next bounty, or the next GRE anomaly, there's one here, and then there's one all the way over here. Arguably, to be honest, it looks like this one's a little bit closer, though, so let's go for that one. Am I able to fast travel right now? No, I'm not. Son of a bitch. Do I have another spear I can use? Oh, okay. There's at least one more spear over here. I can throw that at a zombie and hope to God that it gets me the trophy. I have no clue if this trophy is buggy or anything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, to be honest. Let me do those. Wait, can I craft more? No. Okay. At least I can't quick craft them. I didn't realize I was on that. I was trying to heal, actually. Shit. Fuck, shit. Come on. There we go. Also, healing in this game just, for no reason, takes so long, and I don't understand it. You fuckers. I jumped. I'd be really pissed if I'm supposed to be killing human enemies with this and didn't realize. See, that's another issue, is the trophies in this game... Where the fuck did that spear just go? What? Okay. The trophies in this game aren't specified very well. Like, save human or survivors in such and such amount of counters. Throw 50 spears at enemies, but it doesn't specify if it means human or, like... fucking zombies. It just says enemies, so either one could be what you're supposed to do, but it doesn't specify. It's just kind of a little thing of, I feel like it could be better to explained for the player. I only got one on that. That's... Also, the spears suck. They don't do very well for killing enemies, unfortunately. They don't really go through an enemy, they just kind of sit there. St. Paul Cathedral. I'm just discovering so much shit right now, though. Fuck you. I will admit, that's the one thing I do like about this game with fast travel being a little bit more limited, is you do get to explore a lot more than you did in the first game. I feel like, which is nice. Okay, military convoy, cool. Oh, okay, it's officially daytime. I can't believe I didn't go up a level on that, though. That's kind of stupid. I feel like I should have.
Inhibitor container detected.
Really? This way. Oh, it's in the Dark Hollow, isn't it?
Container nearby.
Yeah, it's 1000% inside the Dark Hollow. I'm not in the mood to go into one of those right now. You're fucking shitting me. I can't do this? No. Grappling hook required? Well, fuck. I will admit that is also a nice thing. If something requires something that you have to unlock later in the game, it does tell you, which is pretty cool in my opinion.
Please, I'm begging you.
Where am I at on the map, by the way? Because I have to run through like 2 full air. Okay, I'm still a far ass way away. The worst part is there's not really anywhere I could have fast traveled to that'd make it faster for me either. So I'm kind of at the mercy of the game here in this one. Alright, there we go. This is a shorter episode today, just, forgot to mention it. Ooh. You know what? We'll do this fight real quick. Let's throw some spears at these assholes first. And then we'll kill this guy. I wasn't planning to do this, but I might as well since I'm here and I need to kill these fuckers anyway. Dude! I'm gonna have to look at that trophy and double check and make sure it's not supposed to be human enemies. Because if it is, I'm gonna be very pissed. Is that it? Did I throw all the spears in this area already? Looks like it. Oh, fuck you, game. Dude, fucking volatiles, piss off. Dude, what? Or virals, whatever the fuck they are. They're not volatiles. Volatiles are the ones you get at night. Oh fuck. Ow. That hurt. You're low on health. You don't fucking say. Oh, you dickhead. Okay, ow. What? Yep. Fucking perfect time to lag, you stupid fucking game. This fucking game is lag, I swear. Alright. Well, that was easy. I will admit, this game's hard things that you're supposed to do, like the anomalies and those things, are so much easier than they should be, if you ask me. They're not nearly as difficult as I feel like they probably should have been. I mean, those guys are pretty difficult sometimes. If you're not, if you're not paying attention, don't have enough healing supplies. But for the most part, they're not really a challenge. What do we got here? St. Paul water tower. Okay. Okay, another water tower. We'll go get that done here next episode, probably. It's red, so I probably actually can't do that now that I think about it. Yeah, I need 400 stamina, which means I only need one more inhibitor. But that is going to do it for this episode, you guys. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Stay golden. Peace.